I hope you're ready to build. We're gonna work on finishing well, hopefully it loads. It does. Okay. We're gonna work on finishing the shell that we started yesterday. I still have to furnish like the majority of the house. We've not really furnished this place yet. I did the bathrooms, and I did the dining room, and I did the hallway. So we have, a lot of rooms left to work on. And then like the backyard. Oh God. But we're gonna work on this today. I'm live really early this morning because I'm going to my friend's wedding. I know, another wedding. It's not even that many. It's just there's like 2 this month, which is a lot. But my friend from college, my old roommate, is getting married today, so I can't stream long because I have to drive to go there. So should be fun. I'm actually gonna leave like right after I get off stream. Believe it or not, this is what I consider my makeup to be done for the wedding. I don't wear much. I don't know how to do much. So this is what we're working with. But it'll be fun. It'll be fun. Anyway. Mustard, I stream every Wednesday in the morning. I can't stream more often than that in the mornings because I am a busy person who can't stream every day at 8 a.m. But I do stream every Wednesday in the morning. On purpose to be more like time zone friendly. But alas, we can't stream more than once a week usually in the morning because life gets in the way. You know how it goes. But it should be fun today. I don't know. It's kind of always weird hanging out at a different time. I don't even usually stream at this time. I usually stream an hour from now at 9 on Wednesdays. But it's 8. And we're up. Madeline and Carrots and Agali and Double Puff and Tay, thank you all for the subs and bits too. But anyway, I'm at work. Hi, Shan. I'm sorry. I hope you're having a good time. I'm so sorry. Westy, thanks for the Prime sub. Alexis, thank you for the 3 months. Kayla is a fart mouth. Redacted, you're not wrong. I agree. Oh, that's sad. Ludwig's gone. If you missed that story, this is actually kind of a funny one. So, one of my friends and my mod, you might recognize the name Smartichoke. They're not around that much because busy these days, but you might recognize the name Smartichoke. Well, Choke at the time, their username was not Smartichoke. It was lilsimsie. Okay? Simp. Lilsimsie. And every day, they would go into Ludwig's chat, and they would type, Ludwig, you are a fart mouth. Like, once or twice. Not together, like we would spread it out. Just once a day, drop a, Ludwig, you are a fart mouth. Well, one day, the mistake was made of typing those 2 messages a little bit too close together. Got banned, unfortunately. Although it went on for a couple months. And then when they did their ban appeal, they got unbanned on stream. Like, Ludwig read it out on stream. And it was really funny because he was like, lilsimsie! And he, like, said it so loud, Anyway, Ludwig, you are a fart mouth. It's stupid. It's a stupid story, but it's funny. So, Jem and Bunny and Pippa and Lolly and Alexis and Nari and Westy and Pixel, thank you all for the subs, everybody, too. When's the shell due? We haven't picked an exact date to tour it yet, Ellis, because I know it's, like, weird and busy with the holidays. It's gonna be, like, 2 weeks from now. I'm kind of thinking that we'll do it on, like, the 3rd or 4th of January. So it won't be until next year. The shell is due next year. That was an old alert sound of ours. Yeah, Frenzy. But don't worry, the shell's not going to be due just yet. So, okay. Slime. Slime time. Is January 4th your mom's birthday? Nice. My grandpa's birthday was January 1st. I always thought that was pretty cool. Okay, I think I would like to open, so maybe we can't do it on the 4th because Christine's gonna be busy. We can't be having mods gone. Just kidding. Okay, anyway. Today is the 18th, yes? I don't think this one is cut out. Oh, no, it is. Some of these are really hard to open. Like, the cutouts are not... Uh-oh, it's a big round one, I think. That's not looking good for the phloem situation. I have to stab it again. Oh, my cow plant fell off my... Sorry, buddy. Look, you gotta do what you gotta do, okay? Violence sometimes is the answer. Oh my god, it doesn't work. How do you open it? This calendar sucks. How is this meant for children? There's no way a child could do this. Ultralight clay, it's the good one again. Yes, 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 get out. I'm scared. No, you know how the good one was like this? Okay, that's stickier than the last time. It wasn't like that last time. This is the one that's kind of like Play-Doh. Oh, this is great fun. It's a bit stickier than Play-Doh, but it's a really nice color. And this is the best kind of slime, in my opinion, out of all the slime, calendar slime. Well, the galaxy slime is pretty good too. But this is the best textured slime. I've decided. I feel really good about this. Today is better. Look at my bag of slime, by the way. Hang on, I'll show you my other ultralight clay. I have a yellow one, and now I have a blue one. Anyway, into the slime bag. So dumb. Bonnie and Belzy and Ash and Moria and Shadow and Muthi and Soro and Leanne and Fiona and Faith and Angel and Charlie and Mitza and Jem. Thank you, Kenzie, all with the subs. Thanks, everybody. Okay, well, we're gonna work on the build today. Let me put my pen away so I stop stabbing my slime with it. It is the merch bag, yeah. But today we're going to work on finishing our shell challenge build, like I was just saying. It's still a work in progress. It's not quite done yet, but the front yard is pretty much done. I added this on a second ago before I went live. I thought that it was a nice touch to have like something else over there. We might have to add some more of that into the back too. You missed the slime era of YouTube. My sister was big into slime for a while. I don't really miss that. My sister used to make like the biggest messes making slime. She literally ruined my parents' wood dining table with slime and glue. Like, because she would put like, because you know how you have to use glue to make slime? She would have like glue and like loads of glitter, and she would do it like on the dining table without permission. But she would do it on the wooden table, and now there's like little pieces of glitter in the wood, like in the grains of the wood that just don't come out. They're like, they're in there. So anyway, tablecloth. Whose shell is it? It's my shell, Ember. I made it yesterday. We made a new shell challenge yesterday. But yeah, my sister kind of ruined the table with the slime. So, Brittany and Enzo and Leslie and Josie and Olive, thank you all for the subs, by the way. I feel a bridal store. Yeah, Ellis, you can literally do anything with the shell challenge. You just don't touch the walls. You can make it into a store. You can make it into a restaurant, a house, like literally anything you want. It goes. Anything goes. Glitter is invited to dinner every night. Okay, to be clear, we don't often sit at this table. This table is like very much so a special occasion table. You know what I mean? And then a table for collecting junk. Mail on the table. Mom's laptop on the table, you know. You understand. Surely everyone has that universal experience, right? Nicole and K Brown and Ensom, thank you for the subs. Oh, another Among Us stream. You know, K Brown, we were talking about doing one, Probably in the next couple of weeks. I know we haven't picked an exact date yet. I should probably ask my friends about that. Maybe I'll ask about it today. I'll literally ask right now. Oh, wait. I shouldn't do that. They're talking about Zeph's birthday! Hang on. Okay, sorry. Oh. I shouldn't interrupt now with asking to play Among Us. But anyway, can you add walls to the shells, and can you change the walls into fences or beams? No. So wait, what they mean is, can you, so okay, for example, like say you wanted to make this exterior wall into a fence instead. Unfortunately not, at least not with my shells. I'm okay with you adding extra patios, but in my mind, the shell, all of the existing walls have to stay where they are. Also in the shell, this wall, this little diagonal wall is there. In the original shell, you have to keep that too. And there's also like this little weird room is there in the original shell. You have to keep that as well. I don't often do interior walls, but those ones you have to keep. The other interior walls you can add, but you can't add exterior walls. You couldn't like do that. That's against the rules. Can I upload my winter build to the gallery even though it's not finished? Sorry. We're gonna finish it on Monday. I don't really want to upload it twice to the gallery. Like, I don't want to do a weird half-finished, partially furnished kind of build on the gallery, if that's okay. I'd rather wait until it's done. I'm gonna finish it in a couple days, so hopefully it'll be okay. Doesn't look as hard as the last. Scarlett, I think this one is harder. At least I thought this one was harder. Do I have a link for this challenge? So Jenny, I don't have like a link to written rules. I've done a bajillion versions of shell challenges. The idea really is very simple. You just make the house and you don't change any of the walls. You can turn the random box into literally anything you want. I've done a bunch of shell challenges on my YouTube channel, so you can always look that up if you want to see it on YouTube. But the rules are quite simple there. If you go on the gallery, onto my gallery, you'll see the rules there too, because I put it in the description of this build on the gallery. Basically, you download this shell off the gallery and then you turn it into something. The shell is nothing, it's just a box. This is just how shell challenges work. This is what it looks like. And then you have to turn it into something. Okay. I want to get some more rocking chairs. I'm getting very much like farmhouse vibes from this. Can you change the lot? Yeah, Ashley, you can literally do anything except change the walls. So you can put it on a bigger lot. If you can fit it, you can put it on a smaller lot. You can rotate it. You can add foundations and platforms and literally anything. The only thing you can't do is move the existing walls. Does that make sense? Okay, I think that's a bit tight probably. I don't know, it'll be fine. 5 a.m., but I'm here for building. Oh God, I'm so sorry. Time zones are tough, aren't they? I'm so sorry. Redacted and Raquel and QWERTY and Drenny and from yesterday and Karen and Elias, thank you, and Starfall and Nicole and from K Brown and everybody, thank you. Bananas, all with the subs, thank you so much. Cyan, I can't stream very long today. I'm only gonna stream for like 2 hours this morning, I think. I'm so sorry. My old roommate's getting married. So I have to leave at like 10:30 to go to her wedding. So I'm gonna stream until like 10. I'm gonna do like 2 hours. It's currently 8:14. So that's my plan. I know it's a weird one, but it happens. Okay. Yeah, I'll put that there. That'll be fine. That'll be fine. Everyone you know is getting married. You know, people keep saying that. 2 people. 2 people I know. That's not even that many. Some people have to go to like so many weddings. There comes a point in your life where like a lot of people you know are all getting married at once, obviously. I'm not even there yet. But no, I can't stream tonight because I'm going to be at the wedding, so that's why I'm live right now. The wedding's not actually at nighttime, it's in the afternoon, but I have to drive like 2 hours to get there, so I don't think I'll be back here by 4, unfortunately. No, Leslie, today is the last wedding for a while. I only know one more person who is engaged, and that's Dan's brother, and he's getting married in August. So, I'm fine after this. Okay, bb.show hidden objects, bb.show live edit objects. No, I've driven 2 hours before. I have never driven 2 hours in this direction, though. Hey, Liam, my love, I know you just want attention. This is probably not the attention you want. But you're spamming trying to get me to notice you. That's not the way to go about it. The chat's not very big today. If you just hang out and type like normal, you'll get noticed, okay? What you don't want is negative attention. So just hang out and type and you'll get noticed, okay? You're not in trouble, just don't do it anymore. People don't like that. It's really disruptive and stuff, so next time try to just vibe with us, you know? Yeah, Susanna, I already showed the shelf and the top grid down yesterday. I think some people clipped it. But when I post it on YouTube, I always show now I don't have an empty shell to show you, but I promise I always show the grid for people that don't have access to the gallery so they can take screenshots and recreate it. Don't worry. I've done my fair share of shell challenges. Okay. Okay. Yeah, Natalie, that's the thing. I think a lot of people forget about that part. I've tried explaining that this week, but I think a lot of people know a lot of people who are getting married this year, because a lot of people couldn't get married last year. You know, obviously because of COVID. Like, for example, the cousin whose wedding I went to like a week and a half ago, her wedding was originally scheduled for December of 2020, but obviously that did not happen. So she pushed it to December of 2021. So I think that a lot of people probably have similar experiences with like people they know's weddings getting moved, because of COVID, unfortunately. So, you might even know people who had to move their weddings because of COVID. You may have had to move your wedding because of COVID. Okay. How do I want to do this? Yeah, a lot of people still went ahead with their weddings, Gretzky. I think it just depends what your situation was. Like my cousin, for example, they did still get married last year, on their original wedding date, but it was like just them and their parents and their siblings. And they still they still had all the deposits down and everything on the actual wedding, so they were able to reschedule it for this year, which I guess is pretty nice. I mean, it's good that they were able to do that, but that's probably not the most realistic thing to have that giant tree blocking the... whatever, I'm gonna keep it. Isaac and Alicia and Niblin and Nocturnal and Myopic, thank you all for the subs too. Yeah, I think a lot of people had that experience, yeah. Okay. I think... Brindleton, I think you'll be okay in well, God, I hope you'll be okay in 2023. I think about that a lot with, so like I said, Dan's brother is getting married in August of next year, and oh my God, there's like so many variables here that are going to impact our ability to attend that wedding. Like, is Dan going to be allowed out of the country? I don't know. will we be allowed into the country even if Dan's allowed to leave the US? Like, will the UK have new lockdown restrictions by then? I don't know. Oh my god. Life update about Dan's adjustment of status yesterday in the mail. So basically, we filed his adjustment of status packet, which is like his, hey, we got married. Now we get to apply for the green card. Like, that's how it works. And after you file that in, usually within like 4 to 5 weeks, you get a letter from the government giving you an appointment to come into one of the USCIS offices and get your biometrics taken, like get Dan's like his fingerprints and photos of him taken and all of this for his green card. It's still going to be a very long time until his interview. It's not like this is like excessive progress, and it's been a lot longer than 5 weeks since we filed the packet, but we got the letter yesterday with the appointment date for his biometrics. It's kind of scary. They just send you a letter and they're like, you're going to be here on this day at this time, and it's in like 2 weeks. Like, isn't that kind of weird that they're and then you can reschedule it, but it's like not easy to. So it's kind of like, you're going to be here at this day at this time in 2 weeks, and you better be there, because but his biometrics are going to be in 2 weeks, so that's good. It's good progress. You know. Peter, thank you for the 24 months. Thank you so much. 2 years. Oh, nice so long. That is huge. Congratulations. Got offered a teaching position. That's awesome. That is awesome. Yeah, he has to give his fingerprints and like sign some papers and get photos taken of him and stuff. He's already had to do that at his interview and like his medical exam in the UK at the embassy before he even was allowed to enter the country, but he's gonna do it again for the green card. Yeah, lots of government things are like that, where they just like assign you the appointment and it's like, well, you better be there. It's kind of scary. They don't have anything where you can pay extra, have everything done on the same day. What, like the interview too? Oh God, no. No, there's not a fast track kind of process. No, you couldn't like pay him extra to get his interview done. You have to wait for them to get to you. And sometimes it's faster than others, like, because obviously he's gonna have it done at the Orlando office, and like maybe a different office is faster processing them. Hey Zeph, happy birthday, by the way. I hope you're having a good day. Wait a minute. The U.S. State Department is excited to announce its partnership with Disney Genie Plus. Pay extra to skip the line. When you already paid them thousands of dollars to go on your trip. Or you already paid them thousands of dollars to apply for the stupid visa. Sorry. Why does he need a green card? Don't mean to sound ignorant, just unaware. Yeah, so generous. If you didn't know, Dan is from the UK. And you cannot move to a different country without very explicit permission from the government. And a green card is like basically like a permission for permanent residency. People have lots of different methods for moving, right? And the visa process that we went through with included the fiance visa, which you may have seen on like the show 90 Day Fiance, but they make it seem a bit sillier than it actually is. Basically, we applied for that fiance visa, which gave him a chance to come into the US and then get married and then file to adjust status and become a permanent resident. And so we're in the process now of that adjusting status thing. We waited like 1.5 years for the visa, and now we're waiting another year for the, it's, you know. It's a nightmare, but it happens. It's just, we'll get through it. It's fine. It'll be over eventually. Won't be over anytime soon. Even once he has the green card. So basically the first green card that he's going to get is going to be a 2-year conditional green card. And on that green card, he'll be allowed to stay in the U.S. For 2 years, no matter what. Even if like we were to get divorced or whatever, he'd be allowed to stay. But then after that 2 years is up, he'd be forced to leave. And And then after that 2 years, we'll apply for another one and have like another interview. And that one, they'll give him a 10-year green card, hopefully. And then he's pretty much set. So, and then at some point in that 10 years, he'll probably become a citizen and go through that process. And then he's good. And then after that, he's good. Just got to get through that part first, you know? Sims Life and Nut, thank you for the subs. Congrats, Nut, that's awesome news. I'm really glad to hear that. And Adania and Night So Long and Tiresh and Peter, thank you all for the subs too. But anyway. Your great-grandma only ever had a green card, never applied for citizenship? Yeah, I think a lot of people do that. It kind of just depends what I don't know, what you want to do as well. It was also so much easier to get these things back in the day. It was so interesting for me, like, reading through. So my great-grandma moved to the U.S. from Sweden when she was, like, 19. And it was really interesting, like, reading through the process. Because back then, you could literally just get on a boat and then come here and then, like... Because this was in, like, 1919. So back then, you could literally just, like... come on down, you know? Like, you didn't need to have, like, a special permission first or anything, like... and then you could, like, get your papers to stay here permanently super easily compared to now where it's, like, near impossible. Is it just as difficult in a different country if you aren't engaged or getting married? Oh my god, Strawberry Cow Plant, it is, like, physically impossible if you're not engaged or getting married. I mean, that's not true. There's a couple routes, like things like work visas and student visas. I feel like a student visa is probably the easiest way to get into a different country if you're not planning on getting married to someone, but there isn't like a clear path to staying there permanently. It's like, you know, you have the 4 years for your degree and then you have to leave. And it's really hard to get a work visa because to get a work visa, you have to, or your company at least, has to prove that only you can do the job. Like a US citizen couldn't do this. You have to do it because you have like a specialized skill or whatever. So it's not super easy to get a work visa either. So it's not very simple to move countries if you don't have like a relationship, genuinely. I mean, it depends on the country. Some are easier than others, but in the US at least... they don't make it easy for you. But yeah, a lot of people, like, student visa is probably the easiest way to get into a different country. And you have to, like, go to college and get into college and then, you know, get a degree. That's not easy, but as far as, like, the application process goes, that's probably one of the easier ones to do. But yeah, if you have a specialized skill, there's probably a way to work in a different country. I don't really know much about the process outside of the U.S. Obviously, I'm very familiar with the process in the U.S. because I'm in it, but I couldn't tell you about, like, Sweden, you know, because it's different for everywhere. But anyway, I think... yeah, there's a citizenship test, Generous Reaper. In the U.S., there is a citizenship test. I think most places have a citizenship test. The UK has one, too. I've done practice tests. I think the UK one is significantly more complicated than the US one. The US one is, like, I mean, it's definitely hard, but it's not, like, hard. And there's, like, a preset list of questions, and they only ask you, like, a selection of them, so you, like, know the questions in advance, basically, and it's, like, verbal, like, they'll ask you them out loud. In the UK, the questions were, like, different. They were worse. They weren't as, like, the US ones were... like, basically things that you would learn in, like, a high school government class in the U.S. And there's, like, obviously easier ones. Like, there's ones like, who is your local representative? Like, who is the president? They might not ask you that, but those are, like, some of the options. But anyway, it really depends. I think that Dan would really struggle to take the UK citizenship test. And he was born and raised there. At least from what I remember from the practice. I'd have to look into it again. But I think that that one is tough. So can I apply for UK citizenship as a spouse of a UK national? Not yet, Gloria. You have to live there. I could do a similar thing and like apply for a visa and then move to the UK. It's a lot faster to get a UK spousal visa than a US one. But it's also not practical for us right now to move to the UK. But I think there's a lot more like to this than I think a lot of people realize. Like when Dan and I first started applying for these things, so to apply for these visas, like fiancé and spousal visas in the UK and the US, you have to meet like an income requirement, because in both places, when you first move there, the spouse isn't allowed to work. They aren't allowed to earn money. So you have to like prove to the government, like, hey, I make enough money to support both of us. Here's all my tax returns. Like, here, look. Here's like a letter from my boss. Like, here's my bank statement. You know, like you have to prove like I have the income to support both of us when they can't work. And the income requirement is different in the UK and the US. It's higher in the UK. And Dan didn't make enough money to sponsor me at the time either. Like it literally wasn't possible for us to apply for that visa. And it wasn't a thing that we wanted to do either. It was like, just wasn't practical. But lots of complicated aspects to this, you know? Okay, I think, how do I want to fill up the rest of this backyard? You know, Jules, my high school offered a cooking type class, but I never took it. I don't know how common that is, though. Most people, I don't think, take classes like that. They're not, like, required or anything. But they had it as, like, an option. If you wanted to take it, you could. Riley, he can't get paid. He does not earn money from streaming. He doesn't have any info in Twitch. He had to, like, pause it. It was the whole thing. But anyway, he's gonna get his work permit at some point. We applied for it at the same time as the green card, but maybe sooner than the green card as well. Is it easy to get a student visa? No, it's easier to get a student visa than a lot of other visas. There's like a more clear path to it, you know, than it is a lot of other things. It's easier to get a student visa than like find an American to get married to, you know. Okay. Yeah, Gloria, they're really weird about it. When you technically, so they're probably not going to catch you out for this, right? But like, say you are from Australia and you want to come stay in the US for 2 months, because you're allowed to be here for 3 months without a visa. You can just do it on an ESTA. You want to come stay in the US and travel for 2 months. You work remotely, so like you can do that. You could get away with it. It'd be annoying time zone wise, but you could do it. And you want to come stay here and work remotely for 2 months. Will they catch you doing that? Probably not. Is it legal? No. There's like a really weird line where the laws haven't been updated to reflect like modern day how people work remotely nowadays. And so like you coming here for vacation and like taking some business calls probably isn't the biggest deal. But if you were like living here and working here remotely, like that's the US, if they could find you, they'd be like, you owe me taxes and you're working illegally and like they, anyway, it's kind of complicated. They probably should update the rules. Anyway, it's very weird. Fascinating. I don't know what to put in this area. What do you think I should... I don't know. I might get a gazebo. A pond. Wait, a pond could be fun. Let's take this over here for now. I don't know how to build ponds. Oh, jeez. Make that a bit lighter. That's ugly. I don't know. Pond with gazebo next to it? Maybe. Wait, you're telling me a government institution hasn't caught up with the current level of technology? Yeah, shockingly enough, no. Believe it or not, no. That's ugly. I don't know. Oops. I can't do it. I can't do it. Would I have liked to move to the UK? Oh my, loaded question. I don't know. I love the UK. Maybe someday. Again, I think it's important to note, like, sometimes it's not that simple as like, yeah, I'd like to live there. Like, there's so many other things to consider when deciding something like that. And like, for example, I know these are possibly small things to you, but like when Dan moved here, he was living, because he had just graduated university, he was living at his parents' house. And he didn't have like a pet or like, so for example, like I have a cat, right? If I were to move to the UK, okay, I have to bring Snap there probably. Well, she's older, and she also probably would not travel well. And to bring animals into the UK is harder than to bring them into the US. The UK doesn't have rabies. And so they're very strict about animals coming into their country because they don't want to bring in rabies. So my cat would probably have to quarantine at like a government facility, and like wait it out to make sure she doesn't have rabies. And all of this, like there's so many like things that add up that make that a lot more complicated. You know, I also like live on my own and I have furniture and stuff. I have a car, and like these are all things that I'd have to sell if I was going to move to England, which is doable, but like it's a lot easier for Dan to move here now than it would be for me to move there. It's just, there's a lot of factors there, you know. It's not just like it's not an easy decision, basically. Okay. Maybe I'll stick the entry over here. Lots of moving parts to consider, yeah. Yeah, it's possible she wouldn't have to quarantine now, but she may have had to, and that's just not something that I was even considering. I mean, she's 13, so she's not, like, ancient for a cat, but I think that would be really hard on her. I don't think that that's a thing that I could do, you know? I just, okay, I think, that'll work. I like that. Looks like an octopus, except it only has 3 legs. Yeah, Maisie, I understand that. I mean, like, what are you gonna do about that? One time when I was flying back from the UK to Orlando, well, I guess the flight was to Atlanta, not to Orlando. It's so hard to get flights to Orlando in December. It just is terrible. Anyway, I was flying back to Florida from visiting Dan one time, and there was a person on my flight who was bringing a cat. I was listening to her. I was eavesdropping, because she was talking to like one of the flight attendants about the cat when we were like waiting to board, and she was saying how she was in the UK as a student and she had gotten a cat while there, and now her visa was up, so she was moving back to the US and she had to bring the cat back home to the US, and so she had to bring the cat to the airport. And I had known she was in the airport for a very long time because as soon as she got through security, the cat started screaming. So like Heathrow is there's like 2 stories. It's a very large airport. And so I was like downstairs sitting down, and I heard the cat screaming from like across the airport upstairs because it didn't like being in the carrier and in the place. And then it screamed like the whole flight as well, which is just terrible. I mean, like, I feel so bad for the cat, but like, I don't know what she was meant to do in that situation. I I probably wouldn't have gotten a cat if I was on a student visa, personally. But I don't know, it was tough. Anyway, I'm not really sure about that one, but the cat really did not like the trip, and I can imagine that that's just not a thing I want to put Snap through. I don't want to bring, sometimes the cat does choose you. I mean, there's definitely situations like that. So I'm not going to fault her for it. I don't know what the, I don't know. But anyway, I don't think I could put Snap through that. I wouldn't even want to bring Snap on a flight to, like, Chicago, you know? Like, I don't know what I would do in that situation. I think that if I was going to move states, I would road trip it, and I would bring her in the car. I don't even know if that's worse, though. Because then you have to be in the car even longer. I really don't know what I would do about that. When we moved to Florida with my family, we had a dog and a cat, and my dad and I and the dog drove, and my mom and my cat and the baby, who was my brother at the time, he was an infant, he was like a few months old, they flew. But I don't, oh God, I don't know how I don't know, I don't want to think about that. I just don't want to put her through that. Hopefully I won't have to. But do you know what else? My mom having to make that trip with the infant and the cat. Can you imagine flying alone with a baby and a cat? That is horrible. Honestly, Mom, I really, really feel for you. That is a nightmare. Yeah, nope. Nope. You made it, though. And you don't have to do it anymore. Yeah, just doing just one baby when you're the only adult sounds bad enough. But, like, the cat as well. No way. Okay. You drove from Tennessee to Chicago, or to Tennessee from Chicago with a 1-year-old? Ooh. Yeah, my dad used to drive with us. My dad used to do the drive from Chicago to Florida and back and forth with all three of us, and a dog by himself. Because my mom would have to, like, so basically we used to fly, so my family's from Chicago, and we used to visit my grandparents every year for for Christmas and over the summer, because both my mom and dad's parents are up there, and we used to drive because it was cheaper, but, like, my mom wouldn't because she couldn't get off work that much. It would take us, like, 2 days to drive, and it's, like, 2 days there and then 2 days back, so my mom couldn't be off work to, like, do that, so she would fly, and the rest of us would drive, and she'd meet us there, like, when the day we were gonna get there and arrive, and so my dad used to do the drive with all of us by himself. Ellie and Simply Sims Mama and Susanna and Amanda and Hannah, thank you all. Bible, Brittany, Sims Life, all with the subs, and Nut, thank you for the 3 gifted subs as well. My mom got a job offer in Florida, Salted Bones. They, like, she had the same job in Chicago, and then her office was like, hey, do you want to do it in Florida? And she was like, yeah. And so we moved to Florida. But I mean, Paul, maybe, but my mom, like, actually couldn't get off work that much. That's the thing, like, she was gonna be taking off work to, like, visit her family, and you don't want to waste your vacation days on being in the car. You want to, like, use the vacation days on spending time with the family, so I think that makes sense. If you have to spend 4 of your vacation days in the car, you know, I understand the mom needs to fly thing. So, Loaf and Nat, thank you for the subs, both of you, too. Okay, I think maybe this is fine. Let's work on the inside. I'm gonna do the kitchen. Okay, you know, Soda, I don't actually know how many vacation days my mom had at the time. The U.S. is kind of known for having worse vacation than other places, but I couldn't tell you exactly how many days she had at the time. I don't remember. I was like 8. I could ask her, but I don't remember. Unfortunately. Sorry, Mom. I like this color. Got a break from the kids to relax. That's true. That's a perk. Away from the children. Probably like 2 weeks though, I'm guessing. I don't really know, like people in chat are saying that's like pretty standard, but I couldn't tell you what the exact was. I don't know. I would assume like 2 weeks though. Mom used to make her work trips and vacations for the family. That my mom, so one time, this was so cool. My mom got invited and like she had to go to a conference in the UK. I don't even know what it was for, to be honest with you, but my mom had a work conference in the UK. And so like her work paid for her flight and the hotel. And then because she was going all the way to England, she was like, we should bring at least my dad, you know, because all we have to do is pay for his flight because the hotel's paid for, and then he can go around and do stuff. And so me and my dad went with my mom. I was 13. It was summer after 8th grade because her flight was paid for, the hotel was paid for. We all just stayed in it with her. And then we got to go like for a lot cheaper. And then while she was at the conference, my dad and I would like go around and do stuff. But anyway, that was pretty fun. Very cool experience. Okay, I want to put, let's do it like that. That'll be nice. The more I learn about the US, the less appealing it gets. Yeah. Wait until you hear about our maternity leave. The US is horrible. So, we dropped my siblings off at my grandparents' house, bloated. We drove to my grandparents' house. We like drove from Florida to Chicago and then left my siblings and the dog with my grandparents and then flew out of Chicago. So, oh, little Tika, I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry. I'm sending you a lot of love. I really hope everything turns out okay. I know that's so scary. Did move from the UK to America. Was I born there? I wasn't born in the UK. Dan was. Unfortunately. I wasn't. I was born in Chicago. Different. I'm from Illinois. Okay. We were just in London, Lucy, because my mom's work thing was in London. We didn't go anywhere aside from that, but okay. I'm gonna center this with the poor siblings left home. They were super young. To be fair, I think my parents did not make the wrong decision there. My siblings, so if I was 13, my sister is 6 years younger than me. So I don't think that was necessarily the wrong plan. To have them stay with the grandparents. They wouldn't remember it, and I don't think they really cared to go. And it would have been so much more expensive. Like, we only went because my mom didn't have to pay for the hotel and her flight, you know? So, and look, they've been they're gonna get to go to England now. As adults, so it's fine. Now they got Dan, so they'll be okay. They'll get over it. Mia, thanks for the bits, by the way. Did Brett have a test? Probably. You know, them 9-year-olds can't be missing school they got exams. It was over the summer. It wasn't during school, just so we're clear. But the joke is that my brother did not come to my cousin's wedding or to mine because he couldn't miss school. I didn't care, by the way. I thought it was kind of funny. I didn't really care about the courthouse thing. Brett will come to my real wedding. It's fine. Merry Christmas. Can I get a happy birthday for Phoebe? Who's Phoebe? I don't know. Yeah. Happy birthday, Phoebe. Okay. I think I'm gonna put, not that. Yeah, eventually, Hannah, Dan will probably get dual citizenship. Something interesting about citizenship that I think a lot of people don't know is that not all countries allow you to hold dual citizenship. The US and the UK both do, so it's fine. But some places, if you're from there, if you wanted to become a citizen of another country, they'd be like, wah, you have to renounce your citizenship from here first. You can't be a citizen of both. Which is very interesting, and I think kind of stupid. But you can't hold dual citizenship in some places. You have to renounce one of them first. But anyway, also the US is one of 2 countries in the entire world where citizens have to pay taxes to the US, even if they do not currently live in the US. There's like an income level where it like starts to matter. So it might not affect you, but, you do have to like file and everything still, even if you are not living there. So for example, Starlight Jess here, she is currently living and teaching in Korea, but she's a US citizen. So filing taxes in the US as well. And so like if I were to move to the UK, filing taxes in the US, even though I wouldn't even live here. That one is really quite something, I must say. But your friends here in Beijing from the US have to file taxes? Yeah. It's ridiculous. You pay more taxes on your income to the US than you do to Korea, even though you live and work in Korea. Oh my God. Make it make sense. That really, Jess, I didn't realize that it was that bad for you. That is ridiculous. That is genuinely ridiculous. It's just, every time you learn something about this place, doesn't it make you like, doesn't it just shock you? Have a good day, Christine. I'll see you on Monday. Why is America allowed to America? You know, look, a lot of people in my chat say this often, and I agree with them. They talk about hearing things about America that sound like lies, and how they're consistently shocked by things that happen over here. And I can see that. I understand where you're coming from with that one. How come the US gets so much taxes, but y'all don't have health care? The military, Tilton. Wait until you find out how big the US military budget is. But certainly we could not fork out money to pay for health care for people in this country. Living the American dream. Wait until you find out how much money my parents have to pay out of pocket for my father's chemo. Even with insurance. It's poison. He literally is paying thousands of dollars to take poison so he doesn't die of cancer. T-Mac and Amy and Jenna, thank you all for the subs and bits, by the way. Anyway, I want a fruit bowl. Why can't I find the fruit bowl I want? Okay. I think that one. Thank you. My God. What else shall I put in this kitchen? I don't know. Maybe some pots. Hang some pots on the wall. Okay. Oh my God. Salted Bones, you saying that? You should have seen my emails from yesterday. I don't even know how these kids found my email because I have a different one now. I have a different business email. Okay. Right, Kayla. I am fuming and really effing pissed off at you at this point. How dare you? I don't care what the F I am saying now, but I will say it where I want, when I want, because I want, and there is nothing you're gonna do about it. But you seriously need to grow the F up. You're acting like a child now, sharing your opinions about this vaccine and not letting others. It's a disgrace, and what makes it worse, you're bringing loved one into it that has cancer, and using him as a consequence is really upsetting and shocking. I would be embarrassed if I was you at this point. You need to get off these live streaming platforms because you're giving kids an awful time talking about politics and all sorts. That's the last thing they want to effing hear come out of your mouth. You are a scary woman for kids to look up to. I did like your stream, but now I'm just fed up with you now. Breaks my heart that kids want to watch your streams about politics. I am only 15, and I find it awful watching your streams about COVID and etc. Question mark. 5 crying emojis. And there's no punctuation. I am a scary woman. And I got 2 of these emails, one from somebody else. And I remember both of these people because I banned them both. It was not the same account. I banned them both separately yesterday in my stream. Anyway, they're only 15. They're just parroting what their parents say, but it made me giggle. I am a scary woman. That's such a compliment. Annie, thanks for 12 months, by the way. Love for all people, thanks for the 19 months, too. Scary woman merch, oh my god. It's like a crew neck and it has like scary woman embroidered. Anyway, scary woman is a very, very big compliment in my opinion. Okay, I want to pick a painting. I want the farm one. Do you guys think I'm scary? I feel like I aspire to be scary. Right now, I just feel scared. But I really do, I aspire to be scary, I think. Okay, I wanted to get a pot rack from the ceiling still. I got distracted. Terrified of you. Yeah, you should be. Watch out. Okay. That's pretty nice, right? Pot rack. I'm too scared to answer. Okay. I think I'll keep that room for now. This light looks really weird hanging from there, but maybe I could center it still. That's fine. All right, and then maybe I'll do the office now. I don't know. I used to watch your videos, but at some point you just got too scary. Hey, thanks, Ella. I appreciate that. You were very nice. Also, the other part about that email that made me laugh is the part where they were like, how dare you bring your loved one that has cancer into it and use him as a consequence? Because I always talk about the vaccine in the sense that, like, my dad has cancer and I don't respect anti-vaxxers because my dad is very sick, you know? And the vaccine is important. But, like, listen, in my opinion, if you're gonna have a family member that has cancer, you gotta find some positives, you know? For example, using them as a consequence when discussing the vaccine. But, like, what are you talking about? I'm just expressing to you why this is important to me. And it's a valid reason, but I don't know. It's just people on the internet are dumb. Okay. I think, I want to put, I'm so scared now. I know, I'm terrifying. This is going to be a little office. It's not going to be a big office. It's going to be a little office. And it's going to have, wait for it, a chess table. Mom, come pick me up, Lil Simsie is scaring me. I'm very threatening. That is one thing I pride myself on. Is being so intimidating. Okay. I think... No, that is the wrong... Oh, that's the right color. Never mind. Sorry. False alarm. Save the game, by the way. Oh, no. Scary lady and her terrifying cat. Oh, yeah. My big, threatening tabby cat. Is this big? My vicious beast. Kick Save, thanks for the 5 months. Bailey, Gracie, Riz, and Arrow, thank you all for the subs. My 13-year-old vicious beast. Oh, it's so scary. To be fair, okay, you know what? My family has 3 Rottweilers, okay? I don't think the dogs are scary. They're actually big fat babies. But from an outside perspective, it does appear that I have 3 monsters. A lot of people have opinions about Rottweilers. And I did grow up in a house of them. But they're literally lap dogs. The worst thing Mako is gonna do to you is hit you when asking to get pets. And he does do that. He doesn't understand that he's not very gentle. But they're lap dogs. Just really big ones that will squish you. So. Okay. I think you have a sweet pit who cries if she is in the center of attention. Oh, so scary. I want a circle rug. Your dog also hits for pets, your lab does. They don't realize that they're not the most gentle, you know? This is the thing. Like, you know when your cat does that to you and they just so gracefully are like... But the dog doesn't have that control of their hands, so they're like... They don't understand. They're not doing it on purpose. People are scared of Rotties, but have you met an angry Chihuahua? I'm telling you, Ella, look, I have this opinion about small dogs, and I think I am right. I think that a lot of the reason that a lot of small dogs are, like, bad and that get that sort of reputation is because a lot of people don't train small dogs properly. Because they're like, oh, it's just a Chihuahua. Like, oh, it bit you, haha. Like, they're still a dog, you know, and it's not funny. So... But I think it has a lot to do with people not training them. Obviously, some dogs are, you know. But I think that a lot of the reason that small dogs are, like, worse are that people don't train them properly. And you just can't get away with that when you have a bigger dog, you know? But people do get away with it with small dogs. Again, not all small dogs, but some. Okay. Let me save game again. Let's do living room. Anyway, Kick Save and Bailey, thank you for the subs again, both of you. I have a Chihuahua cross, Jack Russell. She definitely has a big dog complex. Oh my goodness. I've only ever known, well, I know 2 Chihuahuas now, but I knew 1 Chihuahua when I was growing up. One of my neighbors had one, and now my uncle's girlfriend has one. But I only met it once. I don't know it that well. It's nice. Its name is Mason. I forget what my neighbor's dog growing up was named. That one was mean. That one bit people. Like, that one had a biting problem. It, like, used to bite a lot of people. But I don't remember its name. I was like 9. I don't remember. But yeah, Mason's a fun name for a dog. I like it when dogs have human names. When any animal has a human name, it always makes me giggle. There's just something really nice about it. Okay, I think I worry about this room being a little bit tight, but we'll figure it out. Your neighbor's dog is called Sebastian? Oh, that's good. That's good. Floyd, Frank, Tom, Patrick, Conrad. Yeah. No, I very much respect this. I think you all have the right idea. When I eventually get another pet, I want it to have a human name. I keep going through phases of like new names that I think I like the most. The one that I'm kind of liking right now is Martha. But I don't know if I want to go through with that one. I like a lot of like old school type. Like if you gave me like a grandma's name, I'd be like, yes, that's perfect. But the one I like right now is Martha. I don't know. I'll think about it more though. I got time. I'll probably change my mind again. Always do. Joyce. Joyce is a great name. Joyce is my great aunt's name though. And she just died like 2 months ago. So I can't name a cat Joyce. Joyce is a really pretty name though. I can't do that one. That was my grandpa's twin sister. It's not gonna work. Okay. It's fine though. What happened to Worm? I've started calling my cat Worm. I liked the idea of naming a cat Worm, and then I started like calling Snap Worm, and now that's her name. It's too late. It's been claimed by another cat. Gladys. Gladys is a great name. Esther. Oh, I love that. I genuinely, I love names like this. I think they are amazing. You can't go wrong. You had a chicken named Turtle? Oh, I'd name a turtle chicken. My sister has 2 turtles. And their names are, she named them like years ago, okay? But their names are Pumpkin and Spicy. So why not Spice? It was Spice. It's Spicy now. It was originally Spice, but now it's Spicy. And I like Spicy better than Spice, I will say. But their names are Pumpkin Spice. It's a spicy turtle. But anyway, the turtle's name has sort of evolved to just be Spicy. But I think that one is it's really something. That's all I'm gonna say. You name an animal Pumpkin? I think Pumpkin's cute. It's the combination of Pumpkin Spice that is just like so stereotypical, you know? She probably named them that when she was like 11 or 12 though. So I feel like you get a pass. Dan would hate it. I know, you know how Dan feels about Pumpkin Spice. Dan hates pumpkin. It's really horrible. And he thinks Yes, you do! You complain all the time. We go to Publix and they got pumpkin rolls out and you're like, this is horrible. America sucks.
It's because it's all you have.
It's because it's all you have.
For like 3 months, all you have is pumpkin everything.
He's listening to my stream.
I'm not. I have my headphones off.
Okay, well then keep to yourself.
No. You're gonna slander my name.
Oh my goodness. You had 2 hamsters called Ham and... You know, that's a good name for a hamster. Dan, what did you call your hamsters?
Lucy.
They were all called Lucy.
Yes.
Dan had 2 hamsters in his life, and when he got a second hamster, he named it Lucy.
No, it's because Caitlin was sad that she didn't get to grow up with this hamster called Lucy. So she wanted to call it Lucy as well.
Wait. I don't know if you can hear him. He said that apparently it's because Caitlin was sad that she didn't get to grow up with Lucy because Lucy died when she was still too young. So when they eventually got another hamster when she was older, they named it Lucy again because Caitlin was sad that she didn't get to grow up with a hamster called Lucy. That is like such a little kid thing to do. That is so funny. Okay, that makes it better actually. I understand naming all the hamsters Lucy now. I respect it. I'm with them. I'm with Caitlin on this. I think that was the right choice. Yeah, that's perfect kid logic. Perfect example. Your cousin's name is Lucy? Nice. You have a cousin called Lucy? Stop listening to my stream!
I think so.
Keep to yourself! Just, wait, you think you have a cousin called Lucy?
Yeah.
What?
I think they were half cousin.
A half cousin? What's a half cousin?
I don't know what they're actually called. Like, my dad's parents got divorced. And
Oh, okay, like your dad's half-sibling's kid. Oh my god, I was like, all cousins are distantly related to you. What does that mean? I don't know. Dan's weird. Okay. I think I would like to get... He's not even in my room. He's in the other room. He's literally editing one of my YouTube videos right now. He has his headphones on and he's listening to me talk in a different circumstance. He's listening to me talk about a Sims build. And I'm trying to talk about cousins. I don't know how he can hear me. He's eavesdropping. He needs to...
I don't have my headphones on.
You took them off?
I've not had them on all day.
Men. Okay, I want... How about the laundry day one? The laundry day one is small. That's ugly. That won't work. Never mind. Never mind. It's not ugly, it's the colors are wrong. You understand. I don't know what I want to put. This is stupid. That one doesn't look like it belongs. This one is small, but that's not gonna work. You can add platforms through the shell. Yeah, Dan, you just can't add walls, like full walls. You can put half walls as well if you want to. I don't care. I think in my mind, half walls are like fences, so I don't really mind when people put half walls around. I personally would not add like full walls anywhere to the outside of the shell. But look, here's my opinion on shell challenges. At the end of the day, you're doing this so that you have fun, you know? And so if for you to have fun, you need to add a wall. I am all for adjusting the rules of challenges to make them more enjoyable, you know? Like, you're just playing The Sims. Do what you need, you know? Do what you need to. Totally don't mind. But if you, like, want to do it by the books or whatever, you know, don't add any walls. Don't touch my walls unless you want to. Yeah, but you get it. Like, if you're trying to follow the rules, don't change the walls. But if you're just trying to build a house, like, it's the same thing where, like, so, I'm going to tour these builds on my YouTube channel. Well, not all of them. There won't be too many. But I'm going to tour some on my YouTube channel. And obviously, if you, like, want me to see it and tour it for my YouTube channel, if you use custom content, then I won't be able to show it off because I won't have the CC that you're having. But if you have more fun building with custom content, then build with custom content. Like, it doesn't matter if I see the build. It's just, if you're gonna have more fun doing it that way, then absolutely do it. You know, like that's, I feel like that's the key with this kind of thing. Just do what makes you have fun. It's better off for everybody. Space and Olive and Catlin and Cheesecake. Thank you, Sarah and Eleni, all with the subs again. Everybody, thank you so much. Oh, Jenny, I'm gonna post the villager hunt stuff in the Discord when I get back from my friend's wedding. I realized that the reception is only at 3, so I will be home in a reasonable hour to post the things about the villager hunt tomorrow, so it should be fine. So I'll post them tonight when I get back. It'll be just like normal. Like, I'll probably be home by the time I usually get off stream, so. Who are we hunting for? Oh my god, okay, we have to talk about this. So originally, my plan as of a couple days ago was that I was going to hunt for Cole. Now, is that a mistake? Oh yeah, probably. But I love him. He's so freaky looking. But then, last night, I was thinking to myself, and I was like, you know what? I used to have Hamlet, and I loved him. I loved Hamlet when I had Hamlet on my island. Maybe I want Hamlet back. So at the moment, I'm kind of... Because Hamlet was my first villager. Hamlet was one of my starting villagers. So I haven't really decided yet. But I don't know. Maybe I'll have them both on the list, and then I'll find them. Yeah, Cole is the one with the teeth. Cole is the one with the teeth. You are absolutely correct in saying that. Cole is the one with the teeth. Hamlet is so ugly I can't. Well, yeah.
Hamlet is not ugly.
You know who's ugly? I used to have Rocket on my island.
Beautiful.
Stop listening to my stream!
No.
I don't need your input.
Your streams are wrong.
Someone has to help me. I'm serious. We have to get rid of him.
I can't put my headphones on for approximately 6 minutes.
What? He's putting his headphones on for approximately 6 minutes. Rocket isn't ugly? I'm sorry. I take it back then. Rocket and Hamlet were my starter villagers in Animal Crossing, though. So look, I feel entitled to this opinion. I don't think Hamlet's ugly. I did have a phase after Hamlet left. This is so dumb. But basically, there was this streamer who was like really mean to me. You don't know who they are. They don't even stream The Sims, but I like loved their streams. And I used to watch their streams like every day. And then I found out that because I got sent screenshots of him sexting a viewer, which is extremely inappropriate and a really weird power imbalance and not okay. But in the messages that he was like talking to her for a long time, he was like ranting about me and saying like really nasty things about me. Like I don't even want to repeat these words, but it was like some creepy like sexual things, and he was saying some really horrible things about me. His favorite Animal Crossing villager is Hamlet. Anyway, we don't like that person. We don't like that man. Oh, I was devastated by this at the time as well, because I thought that we were friends. I used to like raid him. This was like so long ago, you probably wouldn't remember. It was only occasionally, but like I thought we were friends. Evidently, that was just me. So, anyway, yikes. We're gonna need names. I don't want to like name drop and harass anyone. He was a solid like 12 years older than me as well. At the time I was like 19. So he was like fully 30 years old and saying all these things about a 19-year-old. Anyway, that's gross. But whatever. fine. It's fine. Okay, I think I also, oh my god, okay, I'll tell the story more. I always got like really weird vibes from him. I had met him in person once at TwitchCon, and I thought he was making fun of me. And I thought that I didn't know if he was just like awkward and I was reading it wrong, or if he was making fun of me, because we went to this like event and there was a lot of people there. It was like a dinner at a bar or whatever. And the whole time he was like, oh my god, Lil Simsie, I need a photo with Lil Simsie. But he was like doing it in this really weird mocking tone. And it was like, I don't know, I got really weird vibes from it. Like, I thought that he was making fun of me, but I didn't want to like assume that because I felt maybe he's just being nice. I don't know, but it was really weird the way he was doing it. And then turns out he was making fun of me. He also said in one of the messages, okay, why am I telling you about this? But in one of the messages to that girl, he was talking about that time when he met me and Dan, and apparently, and I know for a fact that this wasn't said, like, I'm not upset about this, like, I don't think that Dan said this, but apparently, when I got up to walk away at some point, he said to Dan, oh, I need to be drunk all the time to be around her, and then Dan was like, oh yeah. First of all, Dan doesn't remember him saying that. No way he said it to Dan's face. And no way Dan agreed with him. But like, why are you going around telling people you said stuff like that? And why would Dan agree with you if you said that? I need to be drunk all the time to be around her. Okay. Anyway, I don't think that happened. I don't think he agreed with you on that one, but sure. Just weird behavior. Really weird behavior. But whatever. You live and you learn. Some people never get out of high school. Some people act like they're 16, even though they're 12 years older than you and in their 30s, and you're 19. Anyway, what am I looking for? A coat rack. I'm not gonna like name drop. Again, you wouldn't know who the person is, and I don't want to like send people to harass him. So I'm not gonna like name drop anybody, but anyway, it's fine. Gross. I think have your Dear John moment. No, this is one of those bigger person things, okay? I am aware that if we start name dropping, it's going to result in my Sims kids harassing someone that we don't want to do. It's not a big deal. I'm over it. Oh, the new fireplace stuff. Oh my god, you're right. I'm not upset about it anymore. I was really upset about it at the time. It's one of those things where, like, I've never known a person to be that mean to me before. Like, I've never, especially not in my adult life, had, like, a person say such horrible things. Like, and it was really surprising to me. Like, I think I just was like, this is really weird. Like, this is wrong. Who does this? But anyway, it's fine. Oh, I could put some of the aprons, maybe. Oh, they don't really fit. I don't want to hang them up that high. Never mind. Maybe not. But yeah, it's extremely strange. And I don't mean to bring up, like, the age thing again, but it is really weird to be, like, 30-something and picking on a 19-year-old. Like, pick on somebody your own size. 19-year-olds are, like, teens. It's really weird. Like, it's just weird. Anyway, but anyway, I can't imagine myself doing that. And I wouldn't pick on anybody anyway, but, like, I don't know. I'm only 22 now. Okay, I think I don't know what wallpaper I want to put in here. Maybe I'll use this one. I don't know, I need to think about it. You had it happen to you in the workplace? I'm sorry. It just, you can't avoid people like this sometimes. They just weasel their way into everything. Like, when do we grow up? I'd love to know. Okay, I think Space and Olive and Callan, thank you all for the subs. I have like memories of my mom talking about like the mean ladies that were like the moms of the sports team kids, you know? Like my siblings were playing on like sports teams with people, and then there's like the gossipy moms that are like bullying each other. Like the kind of thing, she'll tell stories about how like one of them would get up to go to the bathroom and then all the other ones would start talking about her and then she'd come back and they'd stop. Like, what are you doing? What are you doing? And then you don't want to like poke the bear and like interact with them, so you kind of just listen from afar and like, but they all would do it to each other. What are you, who does that? Yeah, Jake, you can hold shift to paint a whole wall, and you can hold alt to paint, or to paint a whole room, I should say. Hold shift to paint one room, and hold alt to place a whole wall. Sometimes I paint them individually, because sometimes in certain rooms I'll have, like, different wallpaper in different places, so I don't want to shift-click and paint the whole thing. But, anyway, it's weird. I think I want to get another fireplace, maybe? Would that be nice? I don't know. I got some of the paint from the living room in the bathroom. Oh, here. Okay. I was like, where? There. I want to get some nice cozy chairs, or at least a nice cozy chair. Cats and dogs, perhaps? I love this chair. I wish I had, let me think of one that has a fun, maybe I'll use the blue. Stick it in the corner, maybe? Well, maybe we could put like 2 of them. Like that. A nice fun place for reading or whatever. Those are really quite something, those chairs. God, I love fireplaces. I think they're so pretty. Sims UFCC? Yeah, I've got Little Dika's newest CC pack in my game right now. It's the coffee shop one. I made a video on it if you want to see it more up close. It's pretty good. No, Sensitive, I don't usually stream early on Saturdays. I'm live early today because I've got plans later. One of my college roommates is getting married. So I'm only going to be live for like 30 more minutes probably. I have to leave somewhat soon after the stream. But my old college roommate's getting married today. So, yeah, I know Little Dika might still be here, so I shouldn't compliment him too much. But one thing I really like about his custom content packs is like the amount of detail and like completion in them. Like he made this coffee shop, right? And he made the building so you can download the lot and then have your Sims go there. But he made like everything, even down to like, you know how at Starbucks they sell like merch cups, like tumblers and mugs and stuff that you can buy and they're like all trendy and stuff. He even made those. Like he made, I think it's really fun having CC like that. I love custom content in that way. It's kind of cool how people that are talented enough to make CC can like kind of invent their own little world with it, you know? Like I wish I knew how to make CC because I think I would have a lot of fun. All the details are fun to me. It's like playing with dolls, but you get to make everything yourself. It reminds me of when I was a kid and I used to like make like I would use shoe boxes to make like fake dollhouse type props for my littlest pet shops. So one time, like for example, I printed out like photos of lockers and I glued them to the back of a shoebox and like pretended it was like a school hallway for my littlest pet shops. Like I always just loved that kind of thing. And I don't know, I like CC because it kind of reminds me of that. Obviously, CC is a much better level, you know? But it's fun for me. I think it's really fun. So, Sims are my dolls in the modern day, so. Used to make mini newspapers and laptops for LPS. I used to make little mini, like, school books. Like, I would pretend that they had, like, a little notebook, and I would, like, write stuff in it, and I would, like, put, like, paper, like, I would cut, like, little tiny pieces of paper and then staple them together, and then write, like, the alphabet or whatever in it, and pretend that it was their school book. So I did the exact same thing, let me tell you. But I used to love playing with them. I also used to, I wanted to, like, make because they do make, like, dollhouse type things for littlest pet shops. They were, like, these little tiny bobblehead animals. But the dollhouse thing's really expensive, so I didn't have a lot of them, obviously. So I used to, like, make things. And I had this set of books. Like, it was one of those that had, like, shortened versions of, like, loads of classic stories. It had, like, Alice in Wonderland and, like, 2 other books all in like 1 volume, and we had like 20 of them that my grandma had gotten at like a garage sale and gave them to me. So I had like 20 of these kind of pretty thick books that had like gold colored pages on the outside, and they had like cute covers of different patterns and stuff. And I used to stack the books, like, you know, like put a book on the bottom and then 2 books standing up and then a book on top of it to make like a tower of the books. And then I would pretend they were apartments for my littlest pet shops. And I'd have like a 3-high tower of books, and then I would put like, oh, this is this one's apartment, this is this one's apartment, and then I would have like put like, I don't know, like a little item in it, you know. Miss those days. Okay. You did that too? Nice. You had those books too? Nice. I'm sure there was like loads of different kinds of those sets of books. But I had some of them. Kids are cute with stuff like that. They really are. Kids are so creative. It's kind of fun. I miss that. I miss that level of joy. I never really had Barbies. I was never super into Barbies. I was really into Polly Pockets, and obviously Littlest Pet Shops, but I never really had Barbies. I don't know why. I would have liked them probably, but anyway. You had loads of Barbies? Yeah, I feel like everyone had like their thing, you know? But Betty Spaghetti was the best. Oh my goodness. You know, lots of Bratz. I never had Bratz dolls, but I used to play like the Bratz like flash games online. They had like perhaps niche reference. There was like a Bratz fish tank, like fish store that you could play online, the game. And you would like breed the fish and then sell them. I used to be obsessed with that game. I used to play that all the time. Me and my neighbor used to play that game all the time. I loved it. I thought it was so much fun. Okay, I'm really glad that you guys liked it too. I've literally streamed that game before. It was years ago, but I streamed that game before because we were playing like dumb flash games and stuff, and we streamed the Bratz fish tank game. I'd still play it. It was fun. And then you like, as you earn money, you could like buy stuff to upgrade your fish tank, you know, and then your fish tank would get like fancier, and then you'd get like better fish and they would sell for more money. Yeah. And you would try and get like the new breeds and stuff. Oh yeah. Bratz Baby's Fish Tank was the name. Oh my gosh. You feel like you missed out? Well, you probably can still play it. Well, I guess they killed Flash Player, but... Bratz Baby's Fish Tank. Oh my god. Oh my god. Leave me alone. This is so familiar to me. I don't think it works. Yeah. And then you breed them and stuff. This is so dumb. But I used to love that game. This takes me back. I'm really glad that we all had this same experience with it. That makes me very happy. Okay. We used to play so many games like that. I was obsessed with Webkins. Look, Webkins and Neopets were my games. I used to, in elementary school, me and my friend Brittany would get home from school, and then we would call each other on the landline, and then we would be like, hey, do you want to play Webkins? And then we would sit in a call on the landline and play Webkins at the same time. It wasn't even a multiplayer game. We would just like be online at the same time, both playing Webkins after school. Which is really quite fun. The OG Discord, truly. Oh my god, and Pixie Hollow. Do you know what? Pixie Hollow was not around for that long. Pixie Hollow was like, it was a Disney online game. And it was like, you would be a fairy. And you'd like run around collecting things. I also played Pixie Hollow. I have this memory of my mom being like, come on, we have to leave. We're going like so-and-so place. And then I was like, I'm playing Pixie Hollow. I can't. That was fun. I also used to play Pixie Hollow. I never played Club Penguin. I think I missed out on Club Penguin. My parents wouldn't buy me the membership because they were like, you already have a Webkins. So I never played Club Penguin. I played like the free version a little bit, but I was mostly a Webkins kind of kid. So. Oh, and Poptropica. Oh my god, I used to play a lot of Poptropica. I remember we'd bring like the laptop on the road trip from Florida to Chicago, and when we'd get to the hotel on that night when we would stay over, because it took us 2 days, I would like get my laptop and I'd like watch Poptropica tutorials on YouTube, and then I would do my little Poptropica. Oh yeah. I loved Poptropica. I would play Poptropica again. I bet I would like it still to this day. Oh, I should get a bench outside. But I also played a lot of Neopets. One of my friends, he's older than I am, so it wasn't as creepy, because I was playing Neopets when I was like 12, but he was like 17 or something, and then turned 18 and then went on this road trip. But he and his Neopets friends, this is the story. They went on they met on the Neopets forums, became really good friends, as you do, you know, internet friends. And they ended up going on a road trip together across the country with their Neopets friends. That is amazing. I love that. Hi, Shella, by the way. Good morning. But I think that's really cool. I don't have any Neopets friends. I wasn't making friends with Neopets at the time. I was a bit young, I think. I played Neopets with my neighbor. The two of us would be on together, but we didn't meet strangers. Rival and Cal and Silent and Shock, thank you all for the subs. Anyway, that is wild. Okay. And now we play The Sims. And I got loads of Sims friends. Not this bench. That's ugly. I never played Millsbury or Movie Star Planet. I never played Habbo either. I feel like I missed out on that one. Do you know what else? I never had Nintendogs for my DS, but my neighbor, you know when you're a kid and your best friend's your neighbor? Yeah, my neighbor, her DS, she had Nintendogs on her DS, and sometimes she'd let me borrow her DS so I could babysit the Nintendogs. So I did play Nintendogs a bunch. But I only played it when I was babysitting my neighbor's Nintendogs. Isn't that so dumb? You had about 7 boyfriends on Hevo at one point. Yeah, people used to collect boyfriends in games like that. And Club Penguin, too. You'd hear about your friends being like, yeah, I got a boyfriend in Club Penguin, and we dated for 2 days. Kids are so funny. I never did that. I never had boyfriends. Even like, you know when little kids are like 6 and they're like, that's my boyfriend. I never even had that. I was really weird though. So I didn't really have many friends either. Let alone fake boyfriends. I was really weird as a kid. Like really weird. It's okay though. I turned out alright, but I was really weird when I was a kid. You had a kindergarten husband? Oh, I respect that. Your cousin is 4 and she has a boyfriend. Oh, wow. Anyway, I never did that. Lots of drama about getting married by the monkey bars. Oh, yeah. I remember. You know, all the cool kids were getting into all sorts of drama. Do you know what I hated? Oh, okay. Tell me if your school did this in elementary school. This may be a stretch. But when I was in elementary school, we had to learn square dancing. Okay, again, I understand this may be a stretch, but we had to learn square dancing in school, in PE. And like some of it would include having to get a partner, obviously. And I used to hate that because they would make you like the boys and girls had to partner together. And I used to hate it because like I was like, I don't want to have to partner with a boy. First of all, it's disgusting. But second of all the boys are gross. Third of all, none of the boys want to partner with me because I was weird too. So that was horrible. I hated that. But what, did we all have to learn square dancing? What was up with that? I mean, I'm sure that this is a result also of PE teachers being like, what the heck am I going to do with these 8-year-olds today? We have to do something to keep them interested. If we have a square dancing segment, that's the way to go. Not in the Netherlands? Okay, I know. But in the US, it sounds like a lot of us had to learn square dancing. Anyway, it was horrible. I hated it. I really hated it. You had to in high school? Oh God, I only had to in elementary school. But like for a long time, like every year in elementary school, we had like square dancing month or whatever. Maybe not month. I don't remember how long it lasted. It felt like a long time. But it may not have actually been that long of a time. You did it in 9th grade? That is worse. No. That is so much worse. Doing it in high school is worlds worse than having to do it in elementary school. I'm so sorry. You had it in middle school? Oh, I had to take gym for 1 year in middle school, and it was truly one of the worst things I've ever experienced. I hated gym class. I hated it. I'm not cut out for gym class. Plus, same thing, but in middle school gym class, they would like pick teams for dodgeball, you know, and then you get picked last. I always got picked last. It was terrible. Anyway, but I only took it for 1 year because then I got out of it the next 2 years. My parents like signed me a waiver. The thing I hated the most about gym class in middle school was changing in the bathrooms. It was in the locker rooms. You weren't allowed to change in the bathrooms. They had like, the locker room was like a big locker room. There was bathroom stalls at the back, but you weren't allowed to change in them because they were like, you can't hog the bathroom stalls to change, so you can't change in them. And then they had like one curtained off old shower, and you were allowed to change in the shower, but you had to like wait in line to get to it, you know? And I used to always try and change in the shower curtain because I didn't want to change in front of people, obviously. But then sometimes you'd have to be waiting a long time. And then it just, I hated having to change in front of people at school, though. That was the worst. I never hated anything more than that. So I really wanted out of gym class when I was given the opportunity. But yeah, we had to change into like the big shirt and the like the scary shorts, you know? Yeah, and then you would lose points. Yes, you had to dress out or else you'd get in trouble and they'd take points off your grade. That is so dumb. I don't understand that. Yeah, I hated that about it. I hate everything about that. My dad in high school, they had swim class. This is even worse. So like honestly, I had it good. But my dad had swim class in high school, and they used to have like communal swimsuits that they would take and give to you and then wash and then give to you the next day. And so you'd have to like take them off, your swimsuit off in the locker room, and then give them the dirty swimsuit. So you'd be like full on naked in the locker room. No, that is like a recipe for disaster. There's no way. I would have just failed that class. I couldn't have done that. There's literally no way I could have done that. Nope. It was a different time back then, to say the least. But yeah, we didn't have swimming at school. We didn't have a pool, but and that is just gross as well. Like, let's be real for a second. That is also at the same time disgusting. It's just unnecessary embarrassment. It like is nasty. It is a lose for everyone involved. But yeah, thank God I didn't have to do that. But yeah, I hated gym class. You got the internship you wanted yesterday. Luke, that is huge. Congratulations. That is really great news. I'm really glad to hear that. Really, Frenzy? I'm glad. I feel like you hear so many stories about gym teachers like not being helpful to the kids that don't want to be in gym class. So I'm glad that yours was helpful to you. I have memories of like kids getting injured at like sports outside of school and then having to bring in notes from their doctor to be like, hey, I can sit out from gym class. And the teachers being like, you shouldn't have to. But like they like sprained their ankle in playing tennis or something. I don't know. With their extracurricular. And then the teachers would be like, you shouldn't have to sit out. And then try and like throw a fit about it. A popular country singer jumped into your high school pool for a music video, and the girls drank the pool water for weeks? The girls drank the pool water for weeks after the popular singer jumped into the pool? Oh, that has got to be one of the most ridiculous things I have ever heard. I could totally see that happening, though. I mean, I absolutely, wholeheartedly believe you. I just can't believe it. It was Hunter Hayes' I Want Crazy music video, and they drank the pool water. Corin, Olive, thank you, Lee, with all the subs, Puddle, too. Oh my god. That is amazing. I really just, you know what? Wow. I don't even know who that is. But people in chat seem to have like a, oh yeah, that makes sense kind of reaction, so. That's really funny. There was never any celebrities near my school. I wonder if Hunter Hayes knows that happened. I wonder what he would think if he did know. Okay. Michael Phelps filmed a commercial in my school pool and they commemorated the whole thing with plaques and stuff. Yep, that sounds about right. I can see that happening. I mean, that's pretty exciting though. Like an Olympian coming to your school pool. That's a big deal. And that's the kind of thing that, like, I don't know, it's like inspiring to the kids, you know? Like, you could become an Olympian and swim in this pool. Okay. You know what? The wallpaper does look a bit like wheat. I agree. It does. But that's okay. It's nice. Do you know any Olympians? Anybody? I don't know a single person who's in the Olympics. Michael Phelps went to my high school and now his face is everywhere in my school. Oh yeah, I bet it is. That is a major claim to fame for your high school. So I absolutely can see that they would put his face everywhere after he graduated. You do? Cool. That's pretty fun. I don't know any Olympians, but my grandpa, he used to get to go to the Olympics sometimes. He would like get to travel around and go to the Olympics because he worked in advertising, and then they would bring clients out to the Olympics and to other fancy things. He went to like award shows too in LA sometimes, which is kind of interesting. But like a long time ago, you know. They filmed an episode of Queer Eye at your school. That's cool. I saw at Target, they had Queer Eye Lego set, like of the Loft, which I was I didn't buy it because it was expensive, but I was like, that's pretty cool actually. That's a fun Lego set, I think, because it's like really cute in there. Like what a cool Lego set. But okay, I want to put. I was thinking about getting a desk. People would write his name in textbooks as a joke. Oh my gosh. Okay, this one. Look, Jimmy John is a bad guy, okay? But Jimmy John, like founder of Jimmy John's, the sandwich chain. It's maybe only in the US, but it's a sandwich chain. It's kind of like Subway, but not. The original Jimmy John's was in Charleston, Illinois, where my mom grew up. And my mom knew a person, one of her friends, dated Jimmy John for like 2 weeks at some point in college. He was older, but they dated Jimmy John for a little bit in college. Isn't that weird? Jimmy John, the sandwich guy. So, your aunt was roommates with his old girlfriend. Interesting. I bet a lot of people dated Jimmy John. I mean, that sandwich money, you know? Ooh. He's bad? Yeah. He hunts exotic animals. Bad. He doesn't own Jimmy John's anymore. I think that he sold it a couple years ago. But he's bad. So. Your friend was babysat by John Mayer. Oh my god. Isn't it weird to think about, like, celebrities just growing up and doing normal things, like babysitting someone when they're, like, 13? And then they go on to be, like, I don't know, like an award-winning singer. It's just kind of funny. Your aunt helped cast the Harry Potter movies and Home Alone. Okay, here's my flex. My friend, Chelsea, you guys know Chelsea, she's a streamer. Her dad worked as a builder for Lord of the Rings. She lives in New Zealand, and her dad worked like on building sets and, well, more so than sets, like Lord of the Rings is a massive production, but he worked as a builder on Lord of the Rings. Isn't that really cool? I won't tell you his name, but Dan and I have watched Lord of the Rings and looked for his name in the credits. It was kind of fun. But yeah, he worked as a builder on Lord of the Rings. And one of my Twitch mods, my friend Owen, his hand, he was the hand double for Renesmee in Twilight. And there's a scene where she's playing the piano, and he was the one playing the piano in Twilight. So if you ever watch, I forget which movie it is in Twilight, but one of them, if you've ever seen the scene with Renesmee playing the piano, that is Owen's hands. Arcadia Bays in the chat. Brianna, thank you for the 23 months. But yeah, hand double, because the kid didn't know how to play the piano, but Owen did, so Owen did. Isn't that cool, though? Breaking Dawn Part 2, there you go. I haven't seen Twilight in such a long time. I don't even know. Okay. I feel like I bring that hand model thing up way too often. That is my claim to fame. The fact that Owen was in Twilight, I will never let this go. That is my single greatest accomplishment. My friend's hands were in Twilight. Okay. Can't be blamed. Well, see? It's cool. You do it too. You gotta hand it to him. He was in Twilight. Okay. Oh, I want to watch Twilight again. Maybe I'll trick Dan into watching it with me. I could probably get him to. Yeah. He can hear me. I don't think he's listening to me right now. He won't know my plans. You have a close friend who turned down an audition to be Taylor Swift's drummer before she had her big break. Oh my gosh. That's wild. That's one of those, like, I bet your friend thinks about that. You know the Taylor Swift song where she says, "I bet you think about me," the new Vault track? That's about your friend who turned down the drummer position. That's really funny, though. I mean, it happens. I think everybody's got those, like, missed opportunity kind of situations, you know? You can change wall height, Casey, yeah, if you want to. I won't mind. I really like the vault tracks on Taylor's album. So Taylor Swift re-recorded Red, like an album that she released a long time ago because basically she doesn't own the masters of her music anymore. Well, she never did. A record label did, but they got sold to a bad guy and he wouldn't let her buy them back. And so she didn't own the masters of her own music. She owns the copyright of the composition copyright, which is like I wrote the song, it's my song, but the copyright of the original recording does not belong to her. So she's re-recording all of her old music, and in the process, she's also like finishing and releasing a bunch of songs that she wrote at the time but never released. And I really like the songs, like the vault songs, the ones that never got released a long time ago. I really like those a lot from Red. I think they're really good. I very much enjoy them. So Brianna and Fan and Todoroki and Zobro and Quor and Olive, thank you all for the subs and bits, by the way. Zobro, congrats on the new cat. That is really exciting, by the way. Okay, I think I want an easel. But yeah, it's fun to hear the vault songs. I bet it's super fun for her to record them as well. It's kind of cool to like go back through and stuff like that. Chibi with the 52 months, by the way. Oh my goodness. Okay, I'm almost done with the build, actually, now that I think about it. Maybe I will put brown. That is sad. I need to get some more stuff in here. Not ready for Speak Now. Oh, I love Speak Now. I really, Red was like one of my favorite Taylor Swift albums. The first ever CD that I owned was Fearless. My grandpa gave me Fearless for Christmas one year on CD, and that was my first ever CD, and I loved it. So I was really excited about Fearless, Taylor's version. I like Taylor Swift. I think she's really fun. So I look forward to the re-recordings of all the rest of them. Okay. Let me get... You went to her Fearless concert? Oh my goodness. I didn't go to any of her concerts yet. I'd like to go to one someday. The only concerts I've been to 3 now. When I was 9, my friend's mom won tickets to see the Jonas Brothers on the radio, and so she brought me. And so I got to see the Jonas Brothers when I was 9. And then I went to see Rick Astley in Boston with my mom in 2018. And then this year, I saw Harry Styles. And that's my concert experience. I think it's a pretty solid one, personally. Did you also win tickets for the Jonas Brothers on the radio? That's so funny. But yeah, I got to see the Jonas Brothers in 2009. That was pretty cool. That's a fun first concert. It's a fun story as well that like Britney's mom won tickets on the radio. Like, how great is that? So it was free. Yes! Oh my god, the Jonas Brothers posted... Okay, wait, I need to show you a TikTok. Hang on. No spoilers! I feel like it's really important that part of it is shocking, okay? So no one say anything about what it is. There's like this really viral TikTok sound, and the Jonas Brothers recreated it, okay? That's what you need to know. I'm gonna show you the TikTok. If I get copyrighted by them, I'm gonna be really upset. Imagine my Twitch channel gets deleted because of the Jonas... Stop! Pause it! Okay. Stop! Pause it! Okay, sorry. TikTok is scary. This TikTok is a lot. Alright, watch this.
Bing bong. Are you vaccinated? Yes, sir. Hey, yo. Who's the president, man? Who's the president? Byron. Who's the president? Byron. What do you want to tell Joe Biden right now? What's up, baby? Take me out to dinner.
Do we get it?
We got it. Bing bong. Are you vaccinated? Yes.
Anyway, that really shocked me when I saw it last night. It was so chaotic. I was like, what is this? And then all of a sudden, Joe Biden's there. I just wasn't anticipating. I mean, I don't think anybody was. There was just so much going on, and then all of a sudden. Anyway. Bing bong. Anyway, I don't know. I don't understand. Frankly, I'm kind of afraid. It's kind of cringe. I mean, anytime this kind of thing happens, it's a little bit cringe. But it's also, in my opinion, fascinating that Joe Biden is in that TikTok. It just... I was not expecting such a thing. I wonder who or how they explained that to Biden. I know he must have, like, somebody on his team was like, here's the idea. Okay? We're gonna be down with the kids. We're gonna get the Jonas Brothers. We're gonna make this TikTok. Like, look, he's, like, in his 70s, like... Maybe his grandkids, maybe. Certainly his team. But yeah, his grandkids, he's almost 80, he's 78. His grandkids are definitely on TikTok, but I would not like it if my grandpa was the president. I'm gonna say it right now. I would not like it if my grandpa was the president. Granted, my grandpa is also 90, so he really shouldn't be the president. But if my other grandpa is dead, so he can't be the president. But I would really hate it if my family was president. That seems like it would be very stressful. So I'm just asking you right now, Grandpa, please don't run for president. You do have to be alive to be the president, unfortunately. So my dead grandpa, he's out. It's not gonna happen. Sorry. Missed opportunity. Well, I'm dead inside must not be for me. You know, Shella, look, I'm gonna say this with love. I don't think that you're cut out to be the president either. Look, me and you, we got some issues, okay? Mentally, I don't think we can handle that. The death threats, I feel like, would not go over well with us. Criticism, can't handle it. I don't think that is for me, you know? I'll pass. Way too anxious for that. Not for me. Okay, this'll be nice, right? I just joined and Kayla says, well, you have to be alive to be president. Oh, Ash, I'm talking about my dead grandpa and how he can't be president. That's all. Because, you know, he's dead. What? Look, if you're gonna have dead people in your family, you gotta make jokes about it, you know? It helps. It helps. Okay, I think that'll be cute. Unicorn. Maybe I'll get, like, some paintings. You know, Emma, no, there is not a single person in my family that I think could be president, nor do I hope that any of them become president. I would hate it if my family was president. I do not want to deal with the spotlight in that level. Even if, like, you know, if, like, your aunt is president, I guess it's not, like, that much spotlight. It's not, like, the same as your dad or whatever being president, but I don't want anyone in my family to go into government. I, do not want that. At all. Okay, I think it might be done. There's probably a few, like, little details that I want to go in and add before I finish it, but I'll probably do those tonight. I need to leave, though, because I have a wedding to attend, and I really need to leave. I really need to go get ready, so... I don't think I'll upload this yet, because I think I want to finish a couple things on it. I'll upload it tonight, though. I mean, I'll do it when I get home. But tomorrow, I'm going to be live at noon. So that's in 2 hours from now, except tomorrow, our villager hunt's going to start in Animal Crossing. So that is the plan. But I will catch you all later. Sorry about the weird time for stream. I know it's an odd one, but, you know. Weddings. Okay, I think that we're gonna go over and raid my dear friend Zephyrin, though, because it is her birthday. It's her 30th birthday, and she's gonna be on the front page later. So I want to go send some love and hang out with her a little bit. I think that would be fun. So that is the plan. Sorry to bail on you. Have a wonderful day, everybody. I will catch you all tomorrow for some Animal Crossing villager hunting in 2 hours from now, but tomorrow. And thank you for hanging out. I like just hanging out and talking. It's kind of fun. This is what I like about streams. You just kind of hang out and we get to talk about dumb things, and it's always a good time. So thank you all. And I will, like I said, I'll catch you all later. Oh, I don't want to drive 2 hours. I'm so scared. Okay, it's fine. It's fine. I really gotta go. I need some time to compose myself. I literally said to Dan, I was like, I need to bring some makeup and some makeup remover in case I cry in the car. We're gonna need to be ready. Anyway, I'll see you all tomorrow. I'll keep you posted. Oh, you know what? I'll let you know. I'll post on Instagram on my story when I arrive. Just so you know I got there safe. Okay? Anyway, I'll catch you all tomorrow. Thanks for hanging out. Okay. Bye.